truck parking and rest areas. As you can see, this guy on this side is totally not even in where he's supposed to be. He's just barely, he's way out to the side and he's way out front, and he didn't even bother to straighten his tires. I used to have a thing about that when I drove, that I always like my tires in the front to be straight. I don't like leaving them cockeyed crooked whenever I parked. But anyway, so Mark got out and looked, but I don't think anybody's in that one. But as you can see where we are diagonal parked, this is in Alabama line from Georgia.
Yes.
You have to go out and that way. Well, he's got pretty much that little bitty area right there completely. You know, you're 76 feet of truck and trailer, 73, something like that. So, you know, you can't just go like root. You've got to come out far enough so that your trailer swing. But this guy's smart. This guy on this side, he's pulled back far enough. You can even see the white line. So he's pulled back far enough that Mark's trailer swing wouldn't be too much of a problem on that right side. But when we leave, I already guessed when I looked at it, it's just like something you are trained to do when you drive. You look at what's ahead of you and you're thinking, I'm probably gonna have to jump that damn curb, which everything's gonna go in the trailer, but I mean in the tractor. But he's gonna come out, do his best. He can't swing like this way now because he's got someone on that side.
No, he's behind the line.
He's behind the line. Well, these Alabama just is not cool with it when it comes to making their lines. So Mark's just gonna ride it just a little bit like he needs to, so that trailer, he's watching his trailer. So he's not taking out that truck that was sitting next to us. So there we go. Looks like he's made the clear park. But anyway, you know, and all of these trucks lined up along here, this is something you have to face and you think about when you come into a rest area. They don't put enough room on this front a lot of times for even people who are messy about parking and stuff. You know, you just take that into consideration when it happens. But, you know, you carefully, we kind of call them slow maneuvers because you really want to go slow when you're doing these maneuvers. So we call them slow maneuvers. And then we got a truck parked here. I don't know what he's doing. And I mean, Mark's got plenty of room to make these turns, but had that been a tight turn and that guy parked there? Then
I got run off from parking there.
Yeah. Oh, is that where you got run off from?
Yeah,
Oh, he's not
parked almost exactly the way he was.
Rest area Bob officer's not working today, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're following the rest area out. I'll continue this in a little bit. I'm just making this excerpt right now for rest area safety, and you know, always watch your surroundings, because there are truck drivers who do not give a damn how they park. They either have to go to the bathroom, or they're tired, or you know, they barely make it in the spot themselves, and they don't straighten it out and correct it to where they're, you know, in there properly. They just don't take the time to do it. And for someone who leaves his tires crooked like that, that always told me that it was a driver who just, you know, they just weren't, what's the word I'm looking for? They just weren't, I don't know. They didn't take that extra step to just straighten your tires out. You know, it just takes a little to straighten them out. Instead, you leave them crooked. I don't know. I just think aesthetically it looks better. It means you care a little more, in my opinion. I could be totally wrong. And I'm not saying all truck drivers that do that are not. I'm just saying, to me, that's what it meant. It always means a little more. And, you know, Mark, if he's just like a little bit off that line, and, you know, and when he's parking, just say like that's the line, the fog line right there, he will wiggle forward and come back like 3 times until he feels he's in between the lines parking. He's very particular about that. So some drivers are, some drivers aren't. That guy just cut in front of us, and now we got a tractor on the side of the road, which generally we try to move over, absolutely. But sometimes sometimes, like, see, that pickup truck was right next to Mark, and you're not going to cause an accident if all of a sudden you just, like, put your blinker on and bloop. You know, that's not how we do it. But because that guy was in front of us, we didn't see the tractor on the side of the road broke down until we were right up on it. But then you can be very cautious. Some drivers will slow down when that happens, slow just a little bit, not to impede traffic, but just a little bit, and kind of move as close to the zipper as they possibly can without scaring whoever's on the other side of you. Because anytime you see a truck come over towards you, you know, that's scary. But we'll do it right, where we don't cause a panic. We just kind of gently ease over. We know we can't move over, but there's someone broke down. Us going by creates a lot of wind. A lot of wind. You can get blown over. If you're a thin small person, and you know, a truck comes by you doing 75 and it's very close, that wind vacuum will just throw you. So, you know, we gently try to take care if there's someone on the side of the road, especially a big truck, but more so four-wheelers as well. We love to move over so that we don't cause you any grief, or a lot of wind, depending on what you're doing, changing a tire, just sitting there. It can get your attention really fast. And especially if there is a police officer that has somebody pulled over. We do not come to a stop, which every four-wheeler in America does that. They tend to come to a complete stop, and it's like, dude, just move over. Oh, you don't have to change your speed necessarily, unless you're in the slow lane. Then if you have no choice, please slow down and don't, you know, don't be stupid when you're coming by an officer. Don't be going 75 and not be courteous. But then again, you don't slow down to 10 miles per hour either. That's ridiculous. So a lot of driving is common sense, which 99% of America does not have. So you're faced with that out here every day. And so, huh? Oh, you didn't see anything?
Well, the sign wasn't lit. It didn't say open or closed.
Open or closed. Maybe they're just going into park, because there's a rest area, but I mean a way station, but there wasn't any sign lit or anything.
Nope.
So
That's twice I've come through here.
And the sign's
There's
not
been
lit.
No light.
Okay,
Open
well.
or closed.
Then if the sign is not lit that says you have to enter the scale, then you don't have to.
I
There's
just
no sign.
bypass.
Yeah, I just.
Other trucks just pull on in.
Otherwise, that's up to you. But I don't. If there's no, I didn't see a light either. Normally, I'm one of the first ones to, because I'm not driving. I would be like, hey, there's a scale sign open, but I didn't see anything. So anyway, back to being on the side of the road. If someone's on the side of the road, yes, most truck drivers attempt to move over if possible without creating another accident or a any type of situation like that. We try very hard. It's just that, like I said, when we go by, there's a lot of wind. We have limited visibility, where most four-wheelers can see a whole lot better than we can as to if it's something else going on. All we can say is it's, you know, someone pulled over, or there's been an accident and there's an accident team out there working. We desperately try to stay out of the way without causing any other traffic incidents. So we do it with a very finesse, or a caress of just kind of caressing that zipper a little bit without causing any sudden movements. But as a four-wheeler, when I drive, a four-wheeler meaning your personal vehicle or a private truck like that one right there, you are trained to watch every little thing. And so when we see that from a long ways away, we gently move up, wave back. We start making our plans to try to move over way back. Sometimes you, like with that one, you couldn't see it till you're right on it, and that's fine. But where normally you can see way up the highway, and we saw something that we needed to move over, we start taking precautions way early, where a four-wheeler will just run up on it and then boop, 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 try to change lanes or move over in front. They don't think ahead like we do. They're probably thinking about their grocery list or their day, or what they got to do when they get home, or where truck drivers are way more trained with these type situations. We see it 99% of the time because we're on the road 99% of our lives. So it becomes second nature to us. And but it filters over to even when I'm driving my personal vehicle, I notice things that if I can see, of course, we have the advantage because we're up high. In a four-wheeler, you're not. But even so, a four-wheeler could see anything that we can see right now. A four-wheeler could see just as well. Like trucks coming on to the highway up there. I've already noticed we've got oncoming traffic because there's a truck stop right here. So in my mind, if there's a truck stop right here, you're gonna have an inflow of traffic, and we start to move over. It's an old wives' tale that most truck drivers don't like to let traffic on. That is not true. That is not true. If we can move over, we do. If we can't, then obviously we can't, and you need to learn to merge. Merging is important, and you can't merge doing 10 miles per hour. You're just gonna cause an accident. So we see a car, there's no hazards on, there's no people around it, so we generally don't always move over for that. But had it been nighttime and we couldn't have told what was going on with the car and the hazards were on, we definitely would have moved over. So anyways, that was our today with obstacles on the shoulder and rest area courtesy. Have a good day, be safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Say bye, Mark.
Bye.